Well, good afternoon all at Team Kopish. Remember everybody to like, subscribe and comment to Team Kopish. Well, our first win last night at Old Trafford in 7 years. Not even a Manx could get this one called off, but we should have had 7, but we settled for 4. The race is on for the top 4. We got 4 and we were formidable last night. It's all for us today. It was great to see momentous, marvellous, majestic, magic Mo finally break a stuck at Old Trafford, finally score. Jurgen Klopp gets his first win there. The Reds are absolutely buzzing today. Diogo goal, Jota adds again another goal. That's his 14th of the season with 1 assist. And Si Senor give the ball to Bobby and he will score. Adds not only 1 but 2 goals last night. Unbelievable, great to see. I'm buzzing as you can tell. Race for the top 4, well and truly on now. We give a good shot next season at Old Big Ears and I cannot wait for it. Come on the Reds, enjoy our weekend all. And remember to like, subscribe and comment.
What a beautiful day. The birds is chirping. Sky is blue. You know what I'm saying? And my team. Yo, man. Look, man. I had to compose myself as well, bro. I don't even care about the game. I don't even care about the game, bro. That moment, I lost it. It went from excitement to just, I was emotional. Like, this is how I know I bleed red. I bleed it. I got emotional. A grown-ass man. Emotional when I saw that, yo. Man, look, bro. Look, like I said, I'm speechless. Like, it's hard to do a reaction after a game like that because that went past football. That went past it. It exceeded what football is supposed to be. That's the reason why you're a fan. It's moments like that. And, you know, it's coming off of the Leicester win. And you saw that, and I was jealous. I wanted that feeling of like euphoria, like we did it, we've accomplished, we struggled, we worked hard for it, we struggled, we were climbing and we in it and passion and so on and so forth. And I looked at all that moments from Leicester yesterday, or what was that Friday? I forget the day. It doesn't matter. But you saw the emotions after they accomplished something that has been past them for so long. And other than envy, I was jealous. I was jealous of that because I was like, yo, that's the feeling that we had as a team. That's the feeling that we had as a fan nation for Liverpool. Like, yo, that accomplishment. So this season, man, has been full of emotions, full of anger, full of rage, full of excitement, full of happiness. It's like, and then that right there, that Ollie header, Lord have mercy. That was like a culmination. Like, I don't know if we're going to get top 4. I don't know if we're going to win our next 2 games. But what I do know is the utter enjoyment and the sheer pleasure I had watching that goal go in. I would never, ever never feel that unless I know I am a true Liverpool fan. That right there went past football. You immediately, you know how in all the game that we love, there's storylines. The storyline behind that is just you can't write that in a fiction novel. That man has been having an up and down season. He just lost his father 2 months ago. He's been using football as a barrier for his emotions. He's probably up and down. He has his family. And then you see his reaction after the game. You see his reaction during the goal. You see his reaction from the team. Like, it's just like, yo, that right there, that's football. That right there is the reason why I watched this game. That right there is the reason why I followed this team. The love that I had at that moment, the only thing that can match it is the love for my kids. Like, and I mean that wholeheartedly. Like, that love that I felt, like the pure enjoyment. If you looked at my family looked at me like I was crazy. I went completely bananas when that goal went in. I went off the rails. And then on top of that, after I came back down and saw the celebration, I had to leave the room because I got emotional. Grown ass man with children, wife, I got emotional. And I said to myself, this is crazy. This is football. So, yo, don't care about the scoreline. Don't care about what happened during the game. I don't care. That moment is it. That's it. That's it. That is it. The end. That's all I need. That's what I need. That emotion. We move.
Yo, what's good, Kopish? Yeah, so, whew, yeah, it's been a few hours since that game, and I'm still buzzing. I am still buzzing. You know what? Yeah, at 1-1, I thought, yeah, here we go. Typical Liverpool, West Brom, Sam Allardyce. It is what it is. And then you know what I did? I put the game on mute. I went on a different tab, and I just prayed for those last 5 minutes in extra time, just hoping some miracle would happen. I was just praying that something would happen. And what just happened here? It's still, it's hard to process in my mind what just happened here. It's actually amazing. And the best person got the goal in it. Alisson, the first goalkeeper in Liverpool history to score a goal like that. It's amazing, man. The scenes. This is why we're Liverpool fans. They stress us the fuck out, and then they help us with these back comebacks, fam. It's just amazing, bro. This is why we support Liverpool, man. This, for these sorts of moments. It would be boring to support a Man City because you don't get moments like these very often, bruv. We get them every fucking season, bruv. You know that. And yeah, no, I just can't believe it. Haven't really been able to just process what just happened, because I thought it was over. I thought top four was over. I thought we were done. I thought we were going to smack West Brom, and then it ended up being a fucking tough game. But, you know, we always love to make it difficult. It is what it is. Yeah, no, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. We still have a chance to salvage our season. It's been a very good week, starting with obviously smacking Man United 4-2. I wish I did a review there, but yeah, I was too excited. I was obviously roasting all of my boys after that win. But yeah, this one I had to come in and just show you guys this is football, man. This is what it's about. It's about the dramatic comebacks like we just did, bruv. And yeah, it's against West Brom. So what, bruv? So what? Did you just see what Alisson did, bruv? Nah, this is scenes, bruv. This is amazing. And you know what? Yeah, we're going to get top four, bruv. Yeah, I'm pissing in the wind. I don't care, bruv. We are getting top four. Remember this. Remember this, people. Everyone who thought Liverpool was done, everyone who said top four was over for Liverpool, everyone who was laughing at us that we'll be going back to Europa, it's not happening, bruv. Because top four, we're coming for you. And hopefully Chelsea lose the Champions League and they fall out of the Champions League spots. Thank you very much. Kopish, I'll see you guys later.
What's up, Kopish? Just watched the West Brom game, and I've seen that Alisson header win us the game in the 95th minute. I cannot believe it. It feels like a simulation. It just feels so weird. Like, how has that happened? Because I'll be honest, at 1-1, I lost hope at around, I'd say, 85 minutes ish. I really lost hope. I thought Big Sam's gonna do a 1-1 draw on us again, like he did at Anfield actually. And I really thought, you know, our corners all day had just been being cleared by West Brom players. Strikers wasteful as usual in front of goal. It was the same as the previous games. Just every game's just on autopilot at the moment. And I really, when we got that last minute corner, I thought to myself, oh, you know, all the corners today have been disappointing. I'm not expecting anything. And Alisson comes up and shows the strikers how to do it with that. I mean, I've seen keepers score like long goal kicks where it bounces over the opposition keeper. I think Tim Howard did it once. I've also seen maybe some keepers back in the day who like took a lot of set pieces, free kicks, penalties, scored a few of them. But I've never seen a keeper come out for a corner and like head the ball so cleanly, like a centre back. Like that's as if it was a clean centre back header into a top corner. That was insane. And if we go on to win our next 2 games now and get top 4, that will be iconic. It really will. So yeah, I'm shocked by that. Hopefully we can actually make the most of that stroke of whatever you want to call it, and get top 4 now. Because if we win our next 2 games, we will, like 99% chance, just get top 4. And as for the game in general, I just want to make the point that I think even though we were headed for a 1-1 before that, I thought Thiago played really well. And I don't want to push this point because the agenda's being made that obviously Thiago's a flop, and everyone loves to jump on that bandwagon. But I mean, even myself, before Fabinho came back into midfield, everyone who was saying, "Oh, you'll see Thiago when Fabinho comes into midfield," I was a bit skeptical. I was saying, like, how's that gonna make such a big difference? I knew it'd make a difference, but how's it gonna really elevate Thiago to what he was at Bayern Munich? And whilst maybe we still haven't seen the best of him, I think his performance has improved massively since Fabinho's come back in. Like, that's made such a difference, more than I would have thought. So yeah, he's really been helping to dictate the games. Trent played well again. He's also been on good form, and I think it was good to see Mane back after that little argument with Klopp. Situation with Klopp after the Man United game, and he played well for the most part. But we need to make this count now and get that top 4. So yeah, all the best, Kopish. Keep up the good work.
Yes, what's up, Kopish? Oh my God, it's Ali, it's Alisson, Ali, Alisson, Brazil. Get in there. Ali, he saved us. He done the trick. He, yeah. The funny thing is, I was out on a family outing and someone texted me and I thought, Alisson, oh my God, he made a clanger, but my God was watching over Alisson. That is a part of God, and thank God we are still in it. Still got a chance of destiny in our own hands, which is great. Oh man, jeez, 2-1. Oh man, it's mad. But at the same time, I just feel the midfield done the job, and the defense, they are like what, 4th and 5th choice, or 5th and 6th choice. So they're gonna do mistakes. Obviously, the goal wasn't great, and their lining wasn't great, but they did what they can on certain incidents. You got to give respect to Phillips and Williams. They're putting in as good a shift as they can. Trent was on Maclear with. I'm not going to talk because everyone talks about Trent's attack and we know, but the defensive side, he was on point. So people need to put respect on his name, Thiago, this is the Thiago wanted to see, saucy with it. The front three, good, great finish from Salah, but again, just chances they should be eating that. Last year they'd be eating up like it's nothing on a plate. Just still not there. They just, I don't know, something's missing, but you know what? They've done a lot. I'll give them the benefit of that this game. And yeah, roll on Wednesday, Burnley, Palace. I mean, boy, we should. But I'm still not confident, but we should, and hopefully do the business and salvage this season at least, to turn it from a bad season to a good season. Anyway, Alisson, you're the man. God is watching over your dad and you. God is good. We move.
Yes, Kopish. The old LFC here. I'm still in shock, honestly. It's like a full, nearly 24, well, not 24 hours since it happened, but it's nearly 24 hours since the game now, and man, I'm not even over it. I'm still in disbelief that happened. I still don't believe it happened, but God. Look, it wasn't the greatest of performances, we all know that, personally, Thiago was my man in the match. Well, up until Alisson scored, but if we're talking about full game performances, then Thiago definitely gets man of the match. He was unbelievable. Trent was also unbelievable. There were some brilliant performances, but yeah, Thiago unreal, Trent unreal. Alisson, we'll get to him. Some guy, Fabinho he was alright, but he wasn't as good as we normally see him. But he deserves to have an off game. He's been one of the best players this season. I'm genuinely struggling to even like. I can't think of I can't even think of the game properly because as soon as I think of it, I just think about he's done it. You know, because like Martin Tyler, he oh my god, I relived that, and I'm gonna have my reaction to it out today, later on tonight, of me actually reacting to the goal, which was mental, but. Yeah, it was a good game, and I mean, look, we didn't play as good as we could have done, and we were definitely holding to the end. I was thinking, oh my god, we're not going to get the goal. Definitely some chances wasted. Firmino wasted a few chances. Mane's Salah scored a brilliant goal, to be fair to him. Obviously, Jota out for the season isn't great. Kabak as well won't play again apparently. So that's not great news. But centre backs Reece Williams, Nat Phillips. It wasn't great performance from Reece Williams. Obviously, the first goal is quite slow. Like, actually, that is his main issue. He's quite slow when he's tracking back. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I'm happy with the game because we won it. But the performance, you know, it was average. It wasn't great. Well, it wasn't awful, but it wasn't great. But definitely we had some brilliant performances. Like Thiago, that was one of the best, if not the best I've ever seen him play for Liverpool. It was unbelievable. But look, that I just thought on this moment now because you know you see Alisson, he runs up for the corner. And then you just see him rise and get his head on it, and oh my god, it's so special to see him get that. Like, it'll go down in history, especially if we get top four, which now I believe we will, because you know no matter what happens tomorrow night with the game, I'm not sure when this is going out, but no matter what happens with the game, between Leicester and Chelsea, it's still in our hands. You know, we can do it on goal difference against Leicester, because if you think about it, if they lose to Chelsea, then their goal difference is going to drop, and then. If we beat Burnley and Palace, then they're going to need to put a good few past Spurs, which is going to be tough for them because I mean our goal difference is the same now. But say they get beat, you know, and then obviously if Chelsea win, we just need to win if Chelsea lose, we just need to win our games, and we've done it. But like Alisson saved us yesterday, and so special, such a nice interview afterwards, seeing the bench celebrate as well. Virgil van Dijk on Twitter for being on Instagram, he was literally everyone. I couldn't believe it. I genuinely just sat there. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe what I've just witnessed. But yeah, good game. And I mean, as I've said, the performance wasn't, you know, great. It was alright. It wasn't great. Definitely some players had a brilliant performance. Others not so much. But just that moment, you know, it's one of them moments that you don't forget. You know, what a header! That's the thing as well. It wasn't even just because he scored. It was a brilliant header. Like, it was one of the best headers I've ever seen him score. Like, it was just so good. He just rose bullet. Like, it was a brilliant header. And yeah, good game. But yeah, on to Burnley, then on to Palace, and then hopefully on to Champions League football next season. But yeah, it was a good game. It was a great moment to see. And yeah, thanks Kopish for getting me back on again. I'll see you in a bit. Go subscribe to my channel, Theo Woods LFC. See you later.
Well, lads, it's actually the day after the whole fanatics of Alisson's wonder goal yesterday. I was on stream of somewhere on Ryan LFC, and I shouted like mad. If you can't tell, I don't know if you can tell if my voice is still going, but yeah, I kind of lost my voice after the whole. It was just incredible to see. You know, it was just. I felt like it was a moment that. Those are the sort of things you guarantee success at. Well, not success if you're guaranteed a top 4 place. You get those lucky moments in the moment. Now that's not to say if that'll work. We've got 2 big games now. Burnley, I think, is the one that's going to be the most hardest because we're away at their place, and then we come back at Anfield for 10,000 fans. It's in our hands, I must say. You know, we have to move forward here, and we have to take these next games by the scruff of the neck here. Do you know what I mean? I thought that the game performance yesterday wasn't that good, if I'm being honest with you. You know, you can go to Man United and have that great performance, but it's all about what you do against a Sam Allardyce team who are just going to sit back, and that's what they did. I mean, I was seriously frustrated what Sam Allardyce was doing in his game plan, and it worked to perfection, and I just thought it was going to be another one of those days. Like, if we were going to drop points to Sam Allardyce again this season, I thought that was going to be disgraceful, if I'm being honest with you. But Alisson comes out, scores a goal from the goalkeeper. You wouldn't have counted it. You wouldn't have thought that he would have done it. And you know, he's gone through a lot. I just want rest in peace to his dad as well, because that goal was dedicated to his dad, definitely. And you know, I'm sure he would have been so proud of his son for doing that. You know, that was the highlight of the moment. That will go down in one of Liverpool's history for doing that. You know, it's just incredible to know, to witness and see it. But yeah, we just move on to these next crucial games, and I'm nervous for these next 2 games, but roll on. Why not? It's in our hands now. So up team Kopish, you never walk alone.
Yes, Kopish, what is good? West Bromwich Albion 1, Liverpool 2. Wow, wow, wow. What we saw at the end of the game was nothing short of a miracle. Alisson Becker, that is just incredible. Simply unbelievable. Seriously, it really hasn't sunk in. The importance of that goal is just outrageously underrated. That may have just saved our top 4 hopes. We've still got 2 big games to come, and obviously we've got to be sensible with that and know they're not guaranteed wins at all. But we were on the brink. And top 4 was pretty much out of reach. Alisson steps up with a wonderful header. I mean, it doesn't deserve any kind of normal statement. This is incredible. A keeper's come up for the corner and done a beautiful execution of a header that our strikers seemingly can't even do, that no one can seemingly do these days, without obviously Van Dijk in our team from set pieces. But it's just ridiculous. We've never seen that in football. We hardly ever see that in football, and especially in the last minute of the game, the pandemonium. I mean, I just can't believe we're celebrating it by ourselves, in our, wherever we are, in our residences, or, if a couple people are at the bars or the pubs. At the end of the day, it would have been unbelievable to be with so many other people. And if we were in the ground, West Bromwich Albion, that was their goal. The goal was at the away end, so the limbs in the away end would have been outrageous. Honestly, just the best, one of the best limbs ever. But yeah, it's an incredible victory, and something will forever go down in Liverpool's history. And Alisson Becker, wow, what a tough year he's had, and it's so special that he was able to make such a nice tribute in his interview. So and I think as a fan base, we all really appreciate him and what he does. And sometimes he may have made a few errors this season, but everyone's made a few errors this season, and everyone knows everyone's not been good this season at all. But Alisson has saved us a lot of times this season, to be honest, and it's very easy for errors to be highlighted. Big credits, this dedicated review to Alisson. But I just want to talk about some other players as well now. Trent with another wonderful performance. Seriously, I mean, he could have got a goal. Maybe I think both our wing backs need to work on their finishing, to be honest, because they're incredible players, but maybe some of their finishing needs to improve a bit. Trent's finishing probably definitely better than Robbo's. Maybe Robertson needs to work on it a bit more, but Trent, a glorious chance with his left foot. Remember when he cut inside? And Thiago, what a performance. Seriously, he is really coming into his element now. I think he was getting way too much criticism before because he wasn't even that bad. But really, last few games, Southampton, Manchester United, West Brom, even before that, has been playing absolutely outrageously good football. So he is unbelievable, and we still don't even know his properly best position, to be honest, because I still feel like as an attacking player, in terms of skill, there are probably better players out there that are taking it past a man and trickery in the attacking spaces. But it's seeming like Thiago can just do everything: defend, dictate play, set up chances, take on a man. Incredible player to have. I really hope he stays fit next season because he's crucial. That Fabinho-Thiago combination is crucial. And obviously Nat Phillips, I thought he had a good game. Nat Phillips really is someone who I think we should keep. Very important. And if he's happy to be a squad player next season, then so be it. We got to keep hold of our players. City, Chelsea, United have a depth everywhere. Bailly, Lindelof, Tuanzebe, Maguire, they're centre-backs, Man City centre-backs, Ake, Stones, Diaz, Laporte, Chelsea's, Rudiger, Christensen, Thiago Silva, Azpilicueta can play there as well, Zuma. We've got to have this depth, otherwise we won't challenge for competitions, consistently. So yeah, very important. Look, just a quick one. I don't want to be negative, but I do think Reece Williams was struggling in that game. It does make me nervous going into the West Brom game. West Brom are solid in the air. I think they'll exploit Reece Williams because he doesn't seem like he wins many headers, to be honest. Seems a bit weak. Now Phillips, on the other hand, he loves being in the trenches. He loves getting in there, winning the header, aggression to get that ball. It's his. I don't feel that from Reece Williams. I don't feel that desire to make that ball his. Nat Phillips does that. So Burnley game will be tough. I hope we are able to just play them off the park, to be honest. And yeah, I know we probably played better with Fabinho in midfield, but I thought when Reece Williams came off in this type of game, Fabinho dropped back. It gave us a bit more of an attacking option with Wijnaldum, and Thiago and Shaqiri were on. I thought, we were able to create a bit more in the last 10 minutes. We had most of our chances. So yeah, that's just a little pointer for there. So yeah, up the Reds. Wow. I mean, this miracle is well, Alisson's miracle there was brilliant, and top 4 is still alive. Against all odds, it's still alive. Let's be honest. That should not have happened. So anyone that predicted top 4 maybe 10 games ago, maybe you can see into the future. Who knows? But yeah, up the Reds. Big up to you guys, the Kopish. And yeah, let's carry on. And please just give Sean Dyche a bit of a lesson. I don't like the way he treated... I didn't like his attitude at Anfield, and his little spat with Klopp at half time. So we need to show him one, to be honest. But yeah, up the Reds. Come on, the boys. Please get the win against Burnley. Please make sure these celebrations haven't really been in vain. I know we'll always remember this moment, but it makes it even more special if we actually get top 4. So yeah, up the Reds. Come on, the boys.
Yes, people, it's yours and truly, Laser LFC. Big up Tango, Echo, Alpha, Mike, Kilo, Oscar, Papa, India, Sierra, Hotel. Thrifty, Matt, Callum, and big up all the Liverpool supporters and all the community. Big up! Yes, people. Liverpool have beaten West Bromwich Albion by 2-1. A late goal coming deep into injury time. And guess who scored it? Alisson Becker! Would you believe it? Our goalkeeper pops up deep into injury time. Liverpool were dead and buried. The Champions League dream was over, dead in the water. Our season was coming to an end, and up comes Alisson, jumping up like a salmon out of water, heads the ball right into the net, and Liverpool win the game, and we're still alive. We're still alive, guys. There's going to be work to do. We got Burnley, another team that loves to play low blocking football. And then we got Crystal Palace. These two teams are going to be on the beach. They're going to play with freedom. They've got nothing to lose, but it's going to be hard. Make no mistake about it, people. We just got to buckle up ourselves in and get ready for the ride, because it's going to be one hell of a ride. But anyway, onto the game. I thought that the boys had a slow start, man, compared to how we started against Manchester United. We were sluggish, lethargic, a bit cold. I don't know what it was. We were laxy-daisy, man. You could see instantly in the first, the opening 5 minutes or so, that West Bromwich were getting stuck in our faces. And I said this on one of my pre-match discussions. I said to people, West Bromwich have got nothing to lose. I cannot see Sam Allardyce putting 11 men behind the ball straight away. Relegation's confirmed for them, so they're going to play with a bit more freedom. I seen it as a lot of their players are going to be playing in the shop window, looking for moves, looking for transfers. There's quite a few players in their team that can still play Premier League football, especially that Pereira guy. He's a good player. You know what I'm saying? So I just seen them pressuring us high. And I think our boys were shell-shocked by that. Whether they thought it was going to be a walk in the park, I don't know. And I thought, what is going on, lads, man? Buck up your ideas, man. Champions League football's at stake here. The goal came early by them. And I thought, oh my days. But I thought to myself, you know what? Don't panic, people. Because I know we had a goal in us. I knew that for certain. You know what I'm saying? Thiago Alcantara. He was doing absolute bits. He was. You can see how much it means. You know what I mean? He was coming deep for the ball. His tackles are getting so much better. You can tell he's getting used to the style of play, the Premier League. You know what I mean? A lot of people were writing him off on that. Watch when you see Thiago next season. He was doing beats for me. I would have gave him man of the match, but because Alisson scored, it has to go to him. But now, man, Thiago was doing beats in that game, his balls. He was even taking shots from distance as well. You can see how confident he's become now. Do you know what I mean? And I think this is something we need from a player like that. Our midfield players, especially next season, need to start taking more shots. He just leaves the opposition wondering what's going on, because sometimes we're too predictable when we're moving the ball from side to side, to either Trent or Robbo. So we're playing and that now. We're trying to make things happen and that. I thought Salah was good today. He was good, man. I don't think he was as good as he was in the Man United game, but he was good today, man. You could tell he's a player that loves Liverpool and he wants to give it his all. Like, he wants to play Champions League football next season. He knows how much it means. I thought Mane was the player that was a little bit cold. The ball kept bobbling off him. It kept bouncing off him. He just seems like his head's gone. He wasn't the same. He wasn't terrible, but he wasn't good. If you know what I mean, it was in between for me. He was getting bullied off the ball a lot. There was a time when he had a chance, when he didn't take it. He was slow to react to the pass. But also that debacle happened the other day with the Klopp situation, disrespecting him on the field. I was shocked to see him start because I didn't even get the team news because I was busy earlier. And then I found that Jota's injured and I thought, oh my days, this is just Liverpool's luck. Typical Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? So I thought we're going to have to get on with it and try and get the win. By any means necessary, we're going to have to get this win. That's all I can think of. Get that win. So we got a goal down and thinking, yeah, don't panic. We got the goal. Mohamed Salah, the Egyptian king, pops up with a beautiful goal with shades of Everton. Remember the goal he scored against Everton in the 2-2 draw back in October? I thought, yes, we're back on it. Let's kick on from here. But we sort of maintained pressure on the West Bromwich Albion team. We was killing the possession stats. We had like 70% possession or whatever it was. We was killing it. But we just weren't creating the right chances. I thought we was a bit slow in moving the ball around. There wasn't enough zip. We didn't stretch the play enough for me. I felt like Trent Alexander had another good game as well. You can see how much it means to him getting back at the big time, playing Champions League football. His crosses were good. But then, yeah, man, we go level at the break and I thought, I'm thinking, yeah, we got another 45 minutes to rectify this, man. I'm thinking, who could we bring off the bench if anything needs changing? Because I thought Curtis Jones was okay today. It wasn't too bad, but you can see he hasn't had much game time. He was rusty and he was dwindling on the ball too much for me. There was times when he had good options to find the right man, but he was hogging the ball too much. He needs to release the ball much quicker. He's going to have to work on that for next season, but I think he's a quality player and he's a star in the making. I've got no qualms about Curtis Jones. But yeah, man, it was the right decision taking him off because I was crying for him to be coming off. I was actually calling for Ginny Wijnaldum to come on, but he brings on Shaq. I thought Shaq didn't have a good game when he came on. I don't really want to lay into him or nothing like that, but you can see he's another player that's kind of coming to the end of his career at Liverpool for me. It looks like he's going to be moved and he was slow, sluggish, lethargic. His balls, his passes weren't meeting the right player, and that he was over-hitting the passes as well or under-hitting them. He looks very stodgy as well, like he's put on a lot of timber, and then Ronaldo come on and I thought, we gotta have to go for it. I was thinking, who else could we bring on? I was calling that for Divock Origi to come on. I was like, come on, just throw every man on, throw the kitchen sink at them now. I was thinking, oh my God, I had my head in my hands. I was thinking, this is shameful. Our season's gonna come to an end at the hands of a relegated team, another Allardyce team. My man was licking his lips on the bench. You can tell like he gets some sort of pleasure out of it, like stopping the big teams. You know what I mean? Little gravy guzzling bastard. But anyway, guys, yeah. So we're deep into stoppage time. There was a chance before that. Trent took a shot. He cut in. He's on the right hand side. He cut in on his left. He takes a shot. It was a bit too high. It looked like the goalkeeper, John Stone, got a fingertip to it. It went out for a goal kick. That was coming up to the 90th minute. I'm thinking, oh gosh, I knew there was another chance anyway. I think there was another cross by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Phillips gets his head to it. It goes over for a goal kick. I'm thinking, oh my God, it's gone. 1 minute remaining. The players get the ball forward. I don't know who it deflected off. Goes out for a corner kick. I'm looking at the clock. 94 minutes to blood clot. I'm thinking, this is it now. Make or break. I didn't really believe it. I was thinking, who's going to do something? Who's going to pop up with a goal from a set piece? Because we haven't been good at set pieces this season. Alisson comes up now thinking, oh yeah, we've seen this before. Goalkeepers always come up, but nothing comes of it. Comes up now, gets his head up to it like a salmon out of water, and he's like, and it's a goal. And there's absolute scenes. It's like, yeah! And our dream is still alive. The players, yeah, want to be dining at the top table next season. They want to be like, hello. What can I get you to eat? Well, I would have Manchester City, Bayern Munich, PSG, those sort of likes. We don't want to be on the Thursdays. But yeah, guys, enough of the gassing though. We still got a bag of work to do. We got another manager that loves to spoil the party. Sean Dice, with his style of outdated style of football, low blocking football. You can just hear him now saying, boys, come on, boys. Let's spoil the Liverpool party. You know, my boys, are feeling bricks and the hard as nails. They're gonna rust up their feathers. They're gonna get in behind, and they're gonna pose a real aerial threat. I can't do it as good as you can, but you know what I'm trying to do, people. Yeah, man, you gotta enjoy football while you can, man. Enjoy these moments, man. I'll never forget this moment. I wasn't there in person, we were all watching it on TV, but boy, that will be something that will be remembered for a long time. That moment will go down in history, man, because a goalkeeper as well scoring a goal to keep our dream alive. I know, say now, Chelsea and Leicester are going to be feeling the heat. They're going to be feeling the pressure because them two are going to drop points. Whether it's a draw, one of them loses, they're going to drop points. And if we do our job, right, and beat Burnley on Wednesday, we leapfrog one of them teams and we go into the Crystal Palace game in the driving seat. Absolute scenes. It's going to be on the last day of the season if we can get Champions League football. Yes, I've wrote the team off numerous times, but I love my Liverpool. We all do. We want to see them do well. Considering the season that we have had, this is going to be an amazing achievement. Just like how Arsene Wenger used to say, fourth is a trophy, and the Arsenal fans used to celebrate it. We do that, yeah. We move on from it, yeah, and we kick on in the summer. It's yours and truly, Laser LFC. You know what to do, people. Hit those buttons. Peace. I'm gone.